Alright guys, back with another video, of course, to teach you guys. Actually this is an upgrade video from the other domino mold video that I made. So I am going to be making dominoes a different kind of way than I made them the last time, because I have learned how to perfect things, and I'm going to keep perfecting. So the items that you will need are jumbo Legos, or you can use smaller Legos if you want to build them all together, little bitty tiny fast Legos. Black nitrile gloves, a stir stick, a set of double 6 dominoes, paint mixing cups, scissors in case you need them, alcohol in case you need to wipe down your blanks so that there's no fingerprints, and your choice of silicone. There's so many different silicones out there. I'm not going to talk about them all. You have to do your research. So first thing you want to do is pop open our dominoes. That was a big part of it. What we want to do is, or not what we want to do, what I was going to tell you is, there's 28 dominoes in a double 6 set. Everything will be listed below of where I purchased my items from. Okay. Your dominoes come with a little stand thingy. Not stand, but I don't know what you call it. Whatever it's called. So let's cut this open. Make sure when you make your molds that you count out your 28 dominoes. You don't want to sell mold to somebody when you miss your mixing of domino. Trust me, I've done it. Just not knowing that one fell on the floor. So, we got our dominoes. Really, you might be able to. So what you want to do is figure out how are you going to lay your dominoes on this sheet. How big do you want your domino mold? It may be pretty big because these are a lot of dominoes. So this is your first step, just putting things together just to see how you want your dominoes to be laid. And here comes the post guy, right on time with Legos. Hi. Sounds like Legos. Thank you. Alright. Actually, let's open this baby up. So the dominoes that I'm using right now are jumbo dominoes. Actually, these are good decent sized dominoes. They're a little smaller, but that will do the job as well. Just came straight from the mail guy right now. Mica powder. You can put this into your domino, or I'm sorry, your silicone mix if you're using a transparent silicone to change the colors of your mold. It comes with a little spoon. This came from, purchased it online through Amazon. This looks like it's called Craft Source. Tons of different colors. They would actually have metallic colors in here. A lot of them. Bronze, gold. Okay. I don't know if the video will be too long. Okay, so I'm just gonna see how. Basically, what I'm trying to see is will they fit on this 11 by 17 piece of paper. You don't want your dominoes too close together, and you want to make sure they're facing upward. You can do this, separate it and put it into two. It is totally up to you. So we are good with just this one sheet of paper. By the way, this is shipping paper that you will need as well, or some type of sticky adhesive. The Cricut brand is a good brand, but it doesn't come in a super big roll. So that's why I use the shipping paper, because I get at least 100 different sheets of paper. One thing with this shipping paper is it's kind of hard to separate, and definitely because I have gloves, so I'm going to take this glove off for now. Just so I can peel this away. Then you like a tab or something on there. Shipping label paper. It sucks having to do this. Let's try another edge. Literally, this is what you have to do in order to remove the back piece. There we go. So we want our sticky side facing down. Once you lay these dominoes down, if you're using this type of adhesive, this label paper, you cannot remove it. In most cases. As far as the material sticking with this, I think it's super sticky as most things I've been using, so you want to be careful. So I'm just going to start over here. Not so close together. I know y'all want to do a little cute little crisscross and turn your dominoes different ways. I'm just doing it regular. And see how I hold my dominoes like this? I use this space under the next domino to place it down. you can pretty much eye it. So he trying to see what you're doing for the 4th. Y'all might hear me talk to my neighbors. Don't mind. He coming over here. And you guys, I suck at editing, so sorry if you may think this video is too long, but you guys asked for this, said you wanted more detail, so I'm giving you more detail. Let's see how close to the edge will this be. Alright, not too close. Yeah, 4 enough. I did that for just this side. Yes. So I could have cut this because I really don't need this. It's getting hot out here, y'all. So now we want to place our Legos. If you're constantly making Legos, make sure that you take your silicone off the Lego. So, my husband's showing y'all the cute little puppy. So cute. Okay, so don't place it too close towards the edge of the dominoes. You want to leave a little space. And the bends, you don't want it to run into each other and create a hole in your mold. See how close? This is super close. I don't know if you guys can see that. This one is super close to this one. I don't want it that close, so I'm going to move it some. I'm also going to move this down some, so about there. Okay, let's move this over. So it's really about how you want to place your Legos. I have a lot of stuff on this table. Just a crafter, y'all. This comes with crafter. Alright, so the edge right here. I'm trying to find like the smallest the smallest Lego to put at the edge right there. So y'all gotta get creative with building. It's really like building your Legos. I'm double stacking these because I don't want just the one because it's not wide enough. I don't want to pour that much. I want to pour more than that. Got some silicone in it. Okay. So make sure you pay attention to your bottom piece. And again, I want to use it's kind of close. I'll move this down some. Make sure that your Legos are close to each other because you don't want them to seep out. I feel like a kid, like playing with these Legos. Okay. This Lego is loose. It is not on. Let's see if I can turn it so you guys can see. This Lego right here is really loose. You see, it's not on the sticker paper. So I really have to make sure that I place my. That's what I forgot to say, guys. Sorry. Painter's tape. I use painter's tape, and I'm gonna show you what I do with painter's tape. So this doesn't move. I just place the tape here, just like this. So if there is some spillage coming from under, which a lot of times there's not, but just in case they try to move, it has done that to me one time before. Out of making about 10, 15 molds, 20, I don't know. It has moved the Legos. So I'm just gonna take this side directly on the Lego. Tape it alongside of the Lego and this tape part down the table. Cut it. Directly on the Lego, because these are not on the sticker paper. So I'll make sure they don't shift. I haven't seen anyone else do this. They probably don't feel like they need to because they probably do this perfectly, but this is how I do it, y'all. Everybody just does things different. If you have any pointers, tips you want to tell me about this mold making life, let me know. I'm new to this, y'all, so this is just stuff that I have figured out so far. And I'm going to put more tape right there. All right, and then I need to do the other side. So the one thing about silicone is you want to, when you're shopping around looking for silicone to buy, you want to make sure that you buy platinum pure and not tin pure. Do platinum. It works better with different resins. Tin doesn't, and I'm saying tin as in T-I-N. So you want to make sure you look out for that. Another thing is you plan on making molds, you're going to need probably gallons and gallons and gallons of it. Mold Star is pretty good. They have big things of silicone. And this is it, y'all, with the tape. So I'm really securing it. Another thing to do instead of using this tape is to just place something super heavy over the top once you pour. Place something super heavy, so that way they don't move around. And I have some silicone on this Lego. Let me get it off. Okay. Let's grab our mixing cups. Mixing cups has lines. There's different things that you can go by. So you have these 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and then you have the ounces. I'm gonna go by the ounces. Last time, actually no, I didn't do this mold with these new cups. So I'm gonna show you how I do that. Let's try some mica powder. So I've been doing glow in the dark, but today I'm gonna try something different. I've asked, does this affect the curing? A lot of people have that question, and the answer has been, no, it doesn't. So just trying to figure out what color I want to use. And again, you guys, this is mica powder. This is, oh, they don't have the names of the color. Oh, yes. This is eggplant purple that I'm going to be using. Let's see, I'm going to try and pour 12 ounces maybe. You can always go back and pour. Another thing with the silicone is you want to make sure that you have a lot of work time. This one's work time is 40 minutes, so I have 40 minutes to play around before it starts to cure. And here comes the mailman with another package. Nope, not for me. Okay, so I poured right at 12 ounces. So I'm going to move that one out of the way. I'm going to pour this one 12 ounces, so it's 1-to-1 ratio. All right. Ooh, almost not too bad. Stable. I think we're good. Okay. So now I'm going to pour this one into this one using my stir stick. And I'm just going to scrape the sides of it. Make sure I get as much silicone as I can. All right. So I'm going to pour the mica powder. I'm not going to put a lot. You really don't need a lot. I do have a lot of silicone in here, so I want enough to where the color is going to show. So now I'm going to start to mix. You can also use mica powder inside of your resin. When creating the dominoes, a lot of people use acrylic paint. I find it to be too thick, so I just stick with the mica powder and the alcohol inks. That's for when you use resin, not silicone. You don't want to put that in here. So right now, I'm just mixing it around, scraping around the walls, mixing it as good as I possibly can. Mix lightly on the top, well, vigorously on the top, and then go down to the bottom. Mix the bottom, get in the middle. And then your arm starts to get tired. This is where the mixing, there's a little stick you can put in here and it just blends it like a blender. You put it on, you attach that onto your drill. I have it, but for some reason my drill doesn't want to charge, so I have to get another drill. So for now, I am mixing with my hand. And I think that is good enough. Okay. Let me fold this so it's sticky. Mix a little bit more. So I do pour at a distance in one spot. Scraping the bottom, scraping the sides. To get out as much silicone as I can. Okay, now bubbles. I do see some bubbles. And I believe my table is not level because I see more silicone over here than over here. I don't know why that is. So I'm trying to move more silicone over here. And I'm just looking around at the sides to see if anything is seeping out. I don't see anything seeping out. But I do see that it is not that much silicone on the side. So I'm going to pour 4 ounces more. I'm mixing this in the same one. I've already mixed it together. So normally I would do it separate. So you can do either or. I prefer to do it separately just so you can just make sure you have equal parts. So I have a lot of time to work because again my work time is 40 minutes. So there's Mold Star 16 Fast, which only allows you about 30 minutes of work time, maybe less, maybe even 15 minutes of work time, or 10, one of those. It's really quick, and Mold Star 16 Fast cures in 30 minutes. Super quick. That's what I started off using. I still like it. Like I say, you just have your choice of which silicone pour that you want to use. It's up to you. You probably want to try different ones out until you find one that you feel most comfortable with working with. It all depends what you like. So this is just such a small amount. And I'm going to put a little bit of powder, mica powder. This is like, these mica powders are pearly mica powders. Let me show you. See if the camera can catch it. Can you see that? I think you can really see it. It's like a pearly shiny color. Like I said, I mixed other colors and it's just been glowing dark. It's usually glowing in the dark, so you have to have a black light. You have to charge it with a light in order for it to glow in the dark. I did see it glowing last night and it was curing, so I know it works. I really think the reason why there's less silicone on this side, I really think that the table is unleveled. How? I don't know, but I think it is. Seems like a flat surface to me, but I don't know. This is the second mold that I've made, and this side has not had a lot of silicone on this side. Even still, after I pour, it doesn't seem like it's enough. I am just going to pour the rest of this in there. Can't think of anything else that I have to use it for. So let's see. I think I told you guys I used 12 ounces in the very beginning. So 16 ounces. More? Hold on, y'all. I seen a bug. That's why I stopped talking. Hold on. So 20 ounces in total as well. This is a big old ball. Okay. So I poured. I'm wondering if I get some seeping out over here. it's not seeping out. I think it's just the table is just unlevel. Really weird. All right, so what you want to do is let this dry. I'm going to use the paper that I took off of the sticky paper. I'm going to use this. Well, I'm not going to use this because it doesn't cover it all the way. Oh, I have something. So you want to find something to place over the top of your mold so you don't go back to it and it's bugs in it. I just used a priority mailer box to simply place over it. So I will see you guys in about 4 hours or so. We'll see. So let me see if I can see what time it is. It is 1:41. I will let you know the time when I come back. I will be right back. All right, guys, I am back. Let's take, let's demold. So I did have a little bit of spillage. So just pull away. So you see this right here? That is some spillage. So it's up to you whether you want to super glue the edges down. That was not attached to the sticky adhesive sticker paper. So it seeped from up under. Even though I put the masking tape down, but it stopped it from going further than that. So you just pull it away. Oh, by the way, it is 5:12. Normally I usually let it sit for 24 hours, but and I say you should let it sit for 24 hours just to make sure everything is fully dried out. I know I'm doing a video and I didn't wait for 24 hours, but it should be okay. Basically, you just trim the excess. I'm not gonna do that right now. I'm just gonna cut off these sides, but it's not a lot to trim, so. You can use gloves if you like to demold. So you see all of spillage, which is only went to the piece of tape. If you don't want spillage, use super glue. Glue gun. So I'm gonna use my scissors and just trim this off from around the edges. So you see the little pieces on the side. So there's just a little piece right there, a little flap on the side. I'll cut that off. I almost dropped it. I'm just cutting the paper off around here. Shipping paper. You can take your scissors and just trim the edges. It comes right off. Trimmed it. All right. Now the good part. Flip this over. Just remove our paper. Like I said, this paper is super sticky. I just kind of roll it up in my hand. So if you do have a little overage, this is thin little pieces that just come off. I'm just rubbing and using my nail. You want to make sure again that you do this while the dominoes are in there. This is where you have to make sure that your dominoes are pressed firmly on the paper, on your sticker paper, and you want to make sure that you use the sticky adhesive, because if not, it would be worse than this. All right. Shipping paper is really sticky. take off as much as I can. When I pop out my dominoes, most of this will come off. Alright, so let's pop out our dominoes. So, see that you can actually trim. Basically just pull it away, it comes right off. I just wanted to show you guys how it would look if you removed all the dominoes before trimming, or before rubbing the trim off, the extra excess. I normally don't get this much access, so that is your mold. I'm going to trim. There you go. This is the back of your mold. So let me just show you guys how I trim when needed. Gotta get my scissors. For a little bit more light, probably too much light. So these are my little bitty scissors that's used for sewing. I just take it and I do like this. And that basically trims, or this is basically how I trim. And you see it easily comes off. So this is what you have to do if you don't rub it off before you take the domino off. So I'll come back when I'm done with this. Okay guys, I am back and here is the finished mold. So the best way to not have any overage or to have to trim at all or as much is to make sure
when you place your domino pieces that you make sure that you press them down really hard on your sticker paper. So that way they are adhering to the sticker paper. When I just place them, I just place them and place one. And just make sure you press down on each one. I normally don't have to trim, but of course while I'm recording, you know, things happen. It seems like things happen every time you record. So, but it's still clean mode. And it still does the job. Here is the back of the mold. Got a little paper on there. And I did wash this off with soapy water. There you go. So that is the finished mold, you guys. Please like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you have not yet joined my group, you can join Learn Arts and Crafts with Touched by an Angel. I will put the link below. And I hope you guys found this video useful, and you guys have a good day.